Good morning, good afternoon, traders. Welcome in the YouTube TEFS Trading Room. Welcome, everyone. Please let me know if the sound is okay. Hi, VIP room traders. Hi, Brian. Good morning to you. Steve C. Mohammed. Good morning. Scott V. Clifton. Team, very nice to see you here and start the trading day with you again. First, of course, as usual, with the preparation session. Hi, Anticipator. Good morning to you. Well, traders seems like an interesting thing just happened yesterday because this fake news generated a little bump in the market, started something interesting, which might we can call a relief or rally, or not relief yet because we still do not have enough good news to feel some relief, but it seems like at least a dead cat bounce. Well, if there is going to be a dead cat bounce with the SPY and triple Q or in green, guys, we have not seen it so long time ago. I must tell you that I'm completely astonished to see everything is into the green side, that I'm still do not believe it indeed. It's too nice to be true kind of a situation for me. 2.58% now on the SPY triple Q. Let me just check it. I think it is stronger. Oh no, it's almost the same. And the semicons are popping nicely 10% to the upside already. Hi, Nitsa. Nice to see you, Dor. Larissa, good afternoon to you. Nice to see you. Brixter Sanchez. Hi, hola. ¿Cómo estás? Alamu, nice to see you. No, me neither, Larissa, me neither. Let's see. Let's see whether the market feels like this really relief, or this is just a bull trap slash um, let's call it like a dead cat bounce. But indeed, if you are the member of our social media like Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, Telegram channel we have, then please just watch it closely, because every day I'm just publishing a news, like a newsletter. You can find it on our website as well, but first of all it's published on these channels. And there I just wrote a little article blog, a very interesting one, why this sell-off has been so far a little bit different from the other sell-offs. Even if we are checking the 2020 2008, it was a crisis actually, not just a sell-off, or the dot-com era or anything like that. Okay, so if you are interested in that, please, I just encourage you to get a subscription to our social media channels, because there you will get not just really funny memes, like trading memes from our marketing team, which I really like actually, but even very important infos about trading. Hi, Tara. Good afternoon to you. Laviatan, good morning. Nice to see everyone. So actually, in my opinion, the biggest difference between this sell-off, what was just triggered by Trump's tariffs, it is the fact that it was triggered by political reasons. And we have not seen it for a very long while, if we had at all, actually. So, and no one knows how to behave in this environment, because we have never had that quite of severe politically induced sell-off on the market. So I'm just watching and learning too. Indeed, even after 18 years of trading, I'm still learning. This is an occupation, guys, when you just cannot stop learning, right? And adapting to the situation. So actually, this is what I'm doing now. And you know what? I'm going to focus not even on Powell, and some of the analysts and investors are waiting for magic from Powell. I don't think so. This Powell power is going to be enough to save this market with a rate cut. It can help on that, but even I think he is a little bit clueless now at what to do, especially in these with these tariffs on the horizon, which would actually get into act tomorrow, because tomorrow is the 9th of April. So first of all this. Second, also, as I mentioned you, I'm going to focus on earnings, and earnings season is just on the horizon, traders. We are going to start the earnings season very soon. I was just watching 22nd, it's Tesla, 24th, it's Apple, but of course we are going to start it as usual. As far as I remember, it's going to start again with the big banks and JP Morgan, Wells Fargo, BlackRock, and the rest is going to release the earnings on Friday. So this Friday is going to be the kickoff of the earnings season as well. And some of the analysts just highlighted here actually that despite of this sharp decline, the corporate earnings forecasts have remained mostly unchanged, a sign that fear, not fundamentals, is driving this drop. Well, let's see. As I mentioned you, I have a little concern here about the guidance, how the outlook is going to look, especially on the big stocks, because of the under the shadows of the tariffs. But let's see. So I'm going to focus definitely from Friday on the earnings season. Hi, Todd. Good morning to you. Miguel, nice to see you. All right, traders. So after this little preparation already on the economic side, let's just dig deep into the details and especially into the news. Well, as you can see, the futures, not only the US futures are the only one and pre-market which is up, but Europe just ended up nicely more than 2% higher, even including Asia, 6% higher on the Nikkei, 1.51 on the Hang Seng. And as I've seen, even the crypto is trying to get back at least near to this 80K level again. On the 10 years, treasuries are bouncing back too. So everything is on a bounce indeed. Only the DXY, the dollar index, is weakening, which is another strange fact in this big drop which has just happened so far. But again, if you want to read more about that, just join to our social medias, and then you will get the fresh updated news every day in the morning. All right, traders. So as I mentioned you, everything is onto the green side except of I do not see even red on my watch list at the moment. But for example, Pepsi, Baba are not that strong, 0.30% up on the Pepsi, Baba 0.50, and also the strongest on my watch list are, of course, the Max 7, starting with NVIDIA, Amazon, Meta, Tesla, Oracle, AVGO, not to forget it. We have some news indeed. But again, we will see whether this is just a dead cat bounce or something serious is happening. Don't forget, today it's Tuesday, still Tuesday. Also, we will get a Trump speech again, 6:45. So maybe, you know what, the relief rally is going to end soon. Watch out. So 6:45, President Trump speaks. Before that, we will get FOMC member Daly speaks at 2 p.m. And I would say that's it, not too much. NFIB, Small Business Index, it's out already, which was a bit lower than expected. And tomorrow is going to be on the economic front a much more impressive day with the FOMC meeting minutes, final wholesale inventories, FOMC member speakers there, and definitely Thursday and Friday are the highlights of the week on the economic news, especially because of CPI, PPI coming on Friday, CPI on Thursday, and Friday again. I'm just repeating myself. Start of the earnings season. Ivy Strom, good morning. Nice from sunny Greece. Nice to see you here. Welcome. Okay, guys. So in the meantime, until I'm just speaking, the SPY triple Q are still stretching higher. Please be careful. 6:45 on the market can be devastating as Trump is going to get into the stage. Trump tariffs push major U.S. trade partners close to China. I guess it's not by accident that China has no insights to sit to the table with Trump and negotiates on the tariffs, especially because of that. So that can be an interesting start of a impressive story, in my opinion. Also, don't forget that yesterday, still though the Dow and the SPY ended in red, only the triple Q pulled back. But for today, we see a very nice, impressive bounce, which is still maybe not going to last too long. Japan stocks rise 6% as Asia Pacific markets trade higher after the previous session's losses. And as I mentioned you, we have some great movers here, which I'm going to go with. Not too many news actually. I think we will have more news after 6:45 p.m. when Trump is going to speak. So on my watch list, there are several great candidates for today. And of course, as usual, I just would like you to ask to post your candidates list, or even not just the candidates, but the questions, please. So if you have any questions regarding the TEFS funded account packages, what is a prop account? If you are still not familiar with that, I am actually going to do a seminar about that, like the advantages of the proprietary trading accounts, and this is going to be out soon. I mean the date, but until that point, please just let me know if you are interested in our proprietary funded accounts trading programs, or even the challenges. There is my email address, and of course nothing just that, but if you need any help in trading, I am here for you as always. All right, guys, so let's just start with my candidates. Well, definitely Levi Strauss is here as well. This is, as you know, the very famous jeans maker, 11% higher after the company reiterated its full year outlook. However, Levi noted that it excludes any impact from the White House tariffs. Also, still, as you can see, Levi is on the way of a nice pullback. So I'm just going to get it to my long list. On the long list, I will get Levi, and I would say even the Max 7. I'm just going to write Max 7 and not going into details. You know exactly what we can just follow and look at. Health insurers are higher as well, as the Wall Street Journal reported Monday that Trump administration will increase payment rates for Medicare insurers 5% next year compared to 2.23% increase proposed by Biden administration. So like that, Humana, CVS, United Health are up. I'm just going to call Humana here and CVS if you like these stocks. Also, they can be spready, so watch out on that. Please, Lockheed Martin on the news as well. LMT, aerospace and defense stock 2% higher after Vietnam said it would buy US defense and security products in an attempt to narrow its trade gap. LMT and the rest, in my opinion, they are very can be very spready, and that's why I'm just going to put them on the secondary list indeed. Next one, Marvel, 4% higher after the company agreed to sell its auto Ethernet business to Infineon Technologies. Nicely done, Marvel. Let's see if it is enough to push this stock higher. Very nice. Everything I'm not going to keep telling you that everything seems like very much extended to the downside, because it is actually. As you can see, Tesla lost more than almost 60% of its value. Unbelievable. So everything is extended to the downside. I'm not going to tell this as a plus info because you know it as exactly as well. And Marvel, the same, just made a reversal on the $50 level and $50. Last time actually we have seen so low Marvel back in 2023 and December. Amazing. So Marvel can go to our long list. What else here? PDD and Baba Marco, good morning. Okay, I'm going to watch it for sure. Also, as I've seen, Baba was not that strong, and even okay, the Chinese stock exchange ended green, but only 1 point something percent. But you are right, we definitely should watch them on the at least on the secondary list. So I'm just going to put them there. Johnson & Johnson here as well, 2% after an upgrade by Goldman Sachs. Also, J&J was one of the winner as pills and potatoes went, did not participate too much in this big sell-off. And as you can see, J&J is just going higher again. Also, I do not like too much this pre-market volume. And this is the reason why I'm just going to put it to the secondary list. Charles Schwab is here. The financial stock 2.7% higher after the Morgan Stanley upgrade to overweight from equal weight. Not just the Schwab, but actually all of the financial stocks are and banks are pushing higher today. I'm going to watch them. Of course, if the market going to stretch higher, the financial stocks are going to continue higher too. So I'm going to watch them on my long list. Ross Stores and Ralph Lauren, both of them nicely higher on Goldman Sachs upgrade. Let's see Ralph Lauren. I know this stock a little bit better, so I'm going to follow this one. Looks like it's a perfect reversal. I would say we are not going to see anything which doesn't look like that. Eli Lilly is here as well, another upgrade. So it looks like Goldman Sachs was generous today with the upgrades, and this was a very strong upgrade on Eli Lilly, and this was a buy upgrade, which is, in my opinion, it's quite strong, and this is an upgrade from neutral. My only problem with LLY usually is the spread and crazy moves, so I'm going to call it to the long side, but watch out with the share size. Give this channel a thumbs up while you are here. Thank you, Stock Juice. Very much appreciated. Yeah, likes are going up every day. So guys, I'm really grateful for you for that. And yes, of course, if you like it, you are very much appreciated by the thumbs up. Okay, guys, next one. Then over Dave and Buster's Entertainment, but I think we have already enough. But let's just get play here. PLAY. This is Dave and Buster's Entertainment, which is going higher as the management for the entertainment company issued a positive comments on its business outlook. Wow, guys, this is going to be rare nowadays because of the tariffs. So might it is very much extended stock to the downside can see better days ahead. Also, the volume only 52,000. I'm going to be careful with that, but I must tell you, I like this play here. And it's very rare, guys, when I have seen or long list so much full. Like for days we could not call anything like VIX, UVXY, or SQQQ to the long side. You know what? Today I'm going to call them to the short side. But indeed, as I see, the losers list is full of ETFs, especially the inverted ETF of the indices like UVIX, not UVXY, which is moving to completely opposite with the VIX index, or even SDOW. VIX is here as well. Of course, the fear index now it's pulling back too. So on the short list, I see a lot of ETFs like that indeed, and not too many stocks at the moment. So I'm going to call some to the short side, but I'm going to be careful with that because, as I mentioned, this is going to be just a short-lived bounce, especially if Trump is coming at 6:45. So now I'm going to get here on the short side. Let's get SQQQ, as my favorite is TQQQ. Let's just go with it. And I think I am ready with my list. Yes, Nitsan or H, very good question, because as I've seen it, it was an aftermarket mover, and this looks like still a fantastic one into the gap fill, in my opinion. Also, be careful because again, this is a low volume in the pre-market, but I agree with you. We definitely should just include it in our watch list, and I'm just going to get it to the secondary list. Thank you for that. And I think I am ready with the quick preparation session. I hope you feel prepared for this trading day. And I'm definitely wondering on the fact what's going to happen, especially after Trump's speech 6:45. Good morning, Fat. Didi, nice to see you. When did you say Trump will be speaking? Well, according to the Forex Factory calendar, it's 6:45 Eastern time on my calendar at least. I'm just checking it. Yes, 6:45 p.m. Usually he's speaking around the 7 p.m. So now it seems like it's going to be 6:45. So please be careful there. And I just wish you a beautiful green day, VIP room traders. And of course, as usual, I'm going to see you at 9 a.m. tomorrow. So good luck, everyone, and see you tomorrow. Bye. Okay, YouTube traders, as usual, I'm just going to stay with you until 11 o'clock today for trading, and hopefully we will get a fantastic trading day. X is here as well, checking Nitsan. Thank you for the more is the merrier on the candidates list, and X seems like a really nice mover too. We can watch it definitely on our secondary list. So here you can see my long candidates list with Levi, the Max 7, Humana, CVS, Marvel, JP Morgan, or LLY, and a lot actually. Tesla is still going up. I'm wondering whether not Netflix can just make a reversal. Meta, I'm going to watch closely too. So traders, actually anything, any big stocks which I am just mentioning now, it can be just watched for the long until the market is still stretching to the long side or to the upside. So again, I'm just repeating myself. As Trump is going to speak at 6:45 p.m., this is going to be a short-lived dead cat bounce because, as you know, yesterday this little bump into the market. I'm just going to show you which we made a very nice trade on that. Indeed, so I was happy. Also, I did not get into the meta, but we got into the sound hand, so that was not bad either. But this bump, this very strong bump, it was caused by fake news. So even the Bloomberg and CNBC and even the White House just declared that this was fake news. So no postponing of the tariffs so far. At least let's see what's going to happen at 6:45. But as you can see, as this was a short-lived as well, it was just moving lower after that. Also, towards to the end of the day, the bulls still try to save this situation here a bit. And today we are starting very nicely over this 520 level already on the SPY and on the triple Q. If I'm just checking the daily chart on the triple Q, as I see, this is making $437 already. 440 is going to be a problematic level, but even I would say the start of filling this gap, which was there are many gaps from the last week trading, especially 444 for the triple Q for gap fill, and on the SPY, I think I remember on 525.80 something. So it's not going to be that close, still like $7 to go there. But traders, it's in the air, a possible gap fill. If this is like a generous dead cat bounce, we can see a 540 even on the SPY. I don't think so. It's going to happen today. If it's just a short-lived, might we see a small green until 6:45, and then Trump is going to decide again if he's going to use another harsh tone on the tariffs, and he's going to stay that sharp on that and that serious. I think this can just cause or trigger another sell-off. So be careful, guys. All right, traders. So let's see what else on my watch list. So I'm going to watch definitely Humana here, NVIDIA, Google, Microsoft, Meta. As I mentioned you, this is there, and I'm going to watch as well like CVS, Humana, even JP Morgan, Coin, of course, because Coin is bouncing with the Bitcoin, AVGO on my list, and I forgot to tell the news about the AVGO. Let me just check it again. It was even in the Market Watch news. PLTR. Oh yes, Raspi. Hi. Morning to you. Yes, you are right. PITR, we have so many to watch for these bounce traders. Also, again, just stay on the cautious side because the selling pressure still can just be here in no time. But yeah, I agree. PLTR can be an interesting choice here as well for the market. Okay, or for the long. SMCI too, very good. SMCI, PLTR, Soundhound. If I just traded it yesterday, I'm going to keep an eye on Soundhound as well. I love SMCI very much indeed. Hi, Kevin. Good morning to you. Nice to see you here. For the newcomers, first of all, welcome. Second, we did our preparation session already. You can see the candidates list, and I just told the traders that this can be a short lived bounce on the market like a dead cat bounce, or at 6:45 we will see how we're going to get continued, because at 6:45 President Trump is going to speak, and as you know, all of the tariffs, the reciprocal tariffs, should become in action tomorrow indeed, because this is the 9th of April. So I think mainly that's why, and this is going to be the subject of that speech at 6:45. So let's just be extremely careful. Also now, the market is just stretching very nicely to the upside. Broadcom stock is rising on buyback plan as well. So we should watch AVGO here. SMCI PLTR, I really like it. Meta, as I mentioned, you Tesla, and the usual stocks are here on my watch list as well. 6:45 Eastern time, but you know what? I just checked my Forex Factory calendar, because sometimes it is just making some adjustment to the time itself. But yes, it is Eastern time. It's Eastern time, 6:45 p.m. President Trump speaks, Kevin. So it should be precise here. Hmm? And tomorrow it's a FOMC meeting minutes, by the way, at 2 p.m. As I hear Scott just arrived in the VIP room. All right, guys, I'm really curious how this bounce is going to work out here. I'm not too much into it yet. I'm not going to buy it yet until we are not going to get over, at least, let me just check the SPY to important resistance to break. 580. I would say 580. Until 580, I'm not going to buy this bullish sentiment here. If we get back over 570 already, this is good, but it can be even a rollover even on that level. Yes, Storm. Is it only me who gonna miss Mr. Mayer and his cool accent? No, no, you are not alone. I really miss him too. Like, I worked with Mayer since 2009. 2009. Yeah, then we started the TreeNet Hungary here in Hungary, by the way. We had an educational company as well. So yeah, long time I spent with him, and yeah, definitely I miss him as well. You know what? I'm just going to ask him better how he's doing with the trading nowadays. But as you know, he just finished at the moment. I'm sure he's still trading time to time, because we day traders, we just cannot stop, right? Until we can move actually, and we can just click the button. I'm sure I'm going to trade for sure, but for next time I'm going to ask him how he's doing. But yes, definitely everyone misses him who knew him as a trader. He's fantastic trader in my opinion. And thanks to him we have the gap and go, which I like the best in the beginning of the day. Now, actually, we can just watch gap and goes to the upside, because now we have more stocks bouncing higher than lower. So, and this gap and go strategy, which is definitely was I would say invented by Mayer almost, but this kind of strategy, it can be used on the upside as well, so to the long side. But in my own opinion and on the statistical side, I like it better to the short side. All right, traders, as I hear Scott is going to be alone, he called already Tesla over 246, Marvel 54.50 to the long side, and even AMD 86, Play 18, and Levi 15 and 70. So good luck, everyone. We are starting soon. Don't fall too much yet on this big bounce, and let's see first definitely how the market is going to work out with that move. Is it able to move even higher, or is going to pull back a little bit? This is the first question which I want to see how it's going to be continued. SOXL, like the semicons, are really strong, guys. 13% higher now. Extremely strong. NVIDIA 6.3, Amazon 5, Meta 5, and Netflix 5. I mean 5%. So good luck, everyone. We have just started. Scott likes Marvel already to the upside. I mean, even to buy it. 54.50, he called it. Just checking here the stocks. Everything is in a huge gap up. Amazon, NVIDIA, Google, wow, amazing. Microsoft, all right. PLTR, nice. Tesla, beautiful, 245. Scott likes Tesla as well, as I see. I'm still waiting here, no rush. Levi Strauss pulling back. JP Morgan pushing higher. Okay, how about the Bitcoin? I'm just checking the Bitcoin here. Bitcoin is up 1.30%, breaking the breaking the 80K level. Going to check Humana here, Eli Lilly, and the rest. Okay, guys. SPY triple Q starting very nice gap up, but the question here, I think 520 can be a quite of a serious resistance, or more serious, not very strong indeed on the SPY. 520 and 430, 635 for the triple Q. Tesla breaking out already. Wow, no stop. NVIDIA pushing lower a little bit. Microsoft strong. Amazon is moving back a bit too. Let me just check SMCY. Scott likes Marvel. Really likes Marvel here for a buy. And even AMD he's watching. Marvel looks nice, very much nice for moving higher, in my opinion. It's making a consolidation. I would like this consolidation to be at least like a 4 candles. AMD at the moment is just broke the highs. NVIDIA not yet. But if NVIDIA is going to make a reversal here, I'm going to watch it over 104 with a half share size only, and maybe adding over the high of the day. PRTR looks very nice here too, but the overall market is still hesitating a little bit. So let's be careful. Revive, big pullback. Meta hesitating, Google too, Microsoft broke but pulling back. So not a clear picture for me to take anything yet. So far, traders, but all eyes on, especially on the reversals, in my opinion. Okay, what else we have here? SPY's getting to this 520 level. I must tell you, I like PRTR the best. It's just moving in a nice direction. Meta is not bad either. Meta. If you like anything, please just write in, guys. Ooh, Meta just broke. Seems like, guys, this week I just missed this Meta. Google looks good as well. Traders, I'm going to call NVIDIA, but only half share size over 104.05. Let's see if we can get a small move here on this NVIDIA. Scott is taking a gap and go for the Levi. So 104.07 is going to be my entry here, guys. 08. I put it on 08 on the NVDA. 104.08. Let's see if we can push higher. SPY is ready, or triple Q is ready to break. I want to go for a 50 cents on the NVDA. I'm not going to take it hard on me this morning. I'm going to be careful. Triple Q trying to break. Scott called Levi over 1450 for a reversal. 1450. 1450. Triple Q try to break, but it's failing a little bit. I'm in NVDA and considering to add on it if we are starting to go nicely. Also, let's be careful still with this market. I'm using lower share size at the moment. Tesla making a very nice consolidation too. Here comes our NVDA, the high of the NVDA at the moment. Okay, nice. All right, traders, I'm not going to add, but I'm going to let it run a bit more. So here we are. I'm just taking my first partial on 70 cents, and I'm going to move my stop loss just under 104. Okay. And let's see whether we can push it higher. So 10380 is going to be my stop loss here. I took 75% off. Not a big winner, but as I've told you, I'm still not buying this bullish sentiment here. So I'm still holding NVDA 25% of the share size. I'm watching Amazon whether it can push over the VWAP, and under 10380 I'm going to be out on the NVDA too. Unfortunately, the SPY is breaking the daily low. That's not a good sign. Okay, guys, that was just a quick scalp. It's okay. I just still do not trust this market, so I'm not going be in hurry, but this was like a bit unresistible. I just could not resist this. CVNA is strong as well as I see. AMD giving back everything to PLTR. Sort of. AMD giving back everything. SMCI. Okay. SMCI. Nothing. Let me just check CVS, J&J, and the rest. CVS looks interesting, a possible pullback here. JP Morgan. Yeah, it's holding nicely, Kevin. I agree with that. That it's holding nicely. Also, I just don't like this market sentiment so far, guys. A small scalp on the NVDA, nice and green. Not huge green, but green to start the day with. But I don't like that the SPY is completely failing and pulling back. Also, you are right that the JP Morgan is holding. At this moment, I try to find stocks which are holding, like CVNA. Indeed, Amazon, it's pulling lower now. Meta is still over the Viva, but not too much indeed. NVIDIA completely giving up, as I see. Scott is buying Levi over 1450. He has not bought it yet. I think CVS it's making a nice pullback. Checking Humana for that as well, but Humana it's too much to the upside. Tesla it's moving back too. Overall market, especially the SPY, is just not making the move higher at all. So we need to be really careful here. On CVS, I'm going to watch this stock around $70 level just because of the market sentiment is not have not continued. Checking PRTR, yes, but I cannot see any entry yet on the PRTR, but checking it. NVIDIA making a move under the lows now. Amazon stopped on 182. Meta over 546. Yes, I like Meta the best actually, Alemu, among the big tech stocks. Also, might I would not take it just over the high because this pie looks like it's just not non-stopping pulling back, which is not a good news for our longs, which we do not have it yet, but let's see. Oh, DVG is here. AppLovin is very strong as well, traders. Also, it's quite of spready, almost $1 spread here, 47 cents, $2, $1.50 spread. Yeah, oh, just broke out. Now it's too spready for me on the AppLovin, but looks nice. It's holding nicely, just like JP Morgan and the Meta. SPY. SPY still pushing lower and it's dragging the triple Q as well. So let's be careful there. But Meta and JP Morgan can be a possible movers here. CVNA is quite strong traders too. CVNA. Stocks so far could not make this move higher at the moment. Keep an eye on Meta, JP Morgan to the long side, and maybe even CVNA. They are still holding, and a possible reversal on CVS. I'm not calling anything yet. Kevin, coin. Yeah, Bitcoin is under this 80K again, as I see. Bitcoin can be an interesting one under 160, 160.80, I think, because this is the 20 EMA. Looks interesting, yes. Traders, this is a make or break. If the SPY is not going to make the reversal now, we can break the lows with the MAX 7 as well, as I see NVIDIA. Tesla is down, Google just breaking the lows, doesn't look good. And in this case, might they're not going to survive here. Also, I've seen a little pullback on the SPY so far. And yes, I agree, Kevin. If the Bitcoin is going to continue lower here, it's under 80K again, and the market dropping, there can be a coin short, and not just coin, but in this case, look at Tesla giving up. mRNA, Kevin, thank you to remind me. It was in my mind to follow it today because of the healthcare, and I agree with you. I like this. This is completely holding. I like mRNA. Also, I burned myself with mRNA lately, but I like it. I'm going to call it over 20, 26 and 82. I like it. TQQQ short dicking. Hi. Yeah, definitely. We need to do that. What else if not shorting the TQQQ, but just under the lows? Okay, so 83 is going to be my entry here on the NVDA traders. Stop loss on the NVDA, it's under the lows, so be careful with the size, please. All right, so mRNA to the long side and TQQQ. Oh, JP Morgan, I just missed it. The Y was called over 14 now by Scott. He is watching for the stock for a reversal here. And let me just check the TQQQ. Microsoft is not doing very well. JP Morgan, I missed it unfortunately. Tesla stopped. And mRNA, come on, mRNA, almost in. And which one I would like to check? It is the TQQQ. Market bounced from the lows. That looks like as a great one. In this case, we can watch still Meta to the long side, maybe even PLTR, AVG. Oh, it's making a reversal. Hi Lee, good morning to you. Look at the semicons starting strong and the overall market. So amazing. I just called the mRNA over 2682, so 83 is going to be the closest entry here. And I'm over a quick scalp long on the NVDA already, and now we try to find out what this market is up to. Here comes the PLTR traders as well, doesn't look bad at all. I remember you called it over this $85 level, not bad. Now it looks better. Unfortunately, I missed the JP Morgan. CVS is coming higher as well. SPY on the VWAP, triple Q over the VWAP. Make or break. Come on, market. Scott called AMD over 88 in the meantime, and Tesla 245 for a long. Well, if we get a push from the bulls, definitely everything is going to go, but I still cannot see that push. In this case, I'm going to watch even AVGO over this 167.50 maybe. PRTR 85 looks even much better now to call it soon. But the overall market just touched the VWAP now. I have not entered mRNA yet, traders. 83, it's my entry. But if it's going to break the lows, I'm not going to enter, of course. I still leave it there because it has not done anything wrong and wondering whether this market can get a bit higher from here. Market is fighting with the VWAP first, as I see. Marvel. I forgot Marvel. AMD looks good as well. Scott's call, that was nice. Even AVGO here. Ooh, Marvel was nice. Just missed it. Let me just check whether we can get in. Okay, here comes again NVIDIA traders. 105 can be a possible entry here. Overall market is stretching higher, that's nice. So I still like my mRNA call here. I think I'm going to get Meta over 245 and 50, 70, sorry. I still like mRNA, as I mentioned you. Market is getting close to the highs. So thinking might we should flip the coin on the, where is Meta? Come on, it's here. On the TQQQ. Okay, guys, it's in on the mRNA. And here comes almost in on the Meta. Meta stop loss is going to be under this consolidation low. I'm just going to tell you soon. This is going to be under 542. Okay, 542. So make your calculation on the share size. 75 is going to be my entry on the Meta. 545.75. On the mRNA, I would like to see at least a 40 cents there. mRNA has not entered yet, but Meta, yes. And VDA below the VWAP Leviathan, are you shorting that? Do you want to short this one? Okay, I'm still watching this 105 breakout if the market's stretching higher. But let's see. You are right. If we just make a pullback here, we can just watch it for a short. I agree with that. But so far, market is just on the highs, especially the triple Q. Meta has not entered yet. mRNA did, but it's pulling back now. That's not good. Scott still likes very much AMD. I like NVIDIA. I really hope it's not a bull trap. It can be. RULMU, yeah, that was a nice reversal. I just watched it here on this 105 level first. This can be a nice push if the market breaking out, but only in this case. Only in this case. And the stop loss, if it's making one or two more candles, it can be like a max of $1. So it looks like it's a great risk reward, but not that great though. Let's see. Oh, come on, mRNA. 26.35, I'm going to be out. I hate you, mRNA. You see, and I mentioned I just got burned by the mRNA lately. And it's just burning me again. That's not nice. Still surviving, but it really needs to make a reversal here from the lows. Okay, come on, SPY, just back under the VWAP again. I can't believe this stock, the market. It's not a stock. Okay, guys. CVS looks very good for continuation here too, but only over $70 level on the CVS. Ooh, that Tesla was nice, ugly too. Big drop. mRNA last chance. Last chance. Yeah, DVG is just calling this that like it can be a violent move to the upside or an ugly break. Unfortunately, this mRNA is going to be my first loser on the day. And hopefully the only one. Indeed. So one winner, one loser so far out of mRNA. It could not hold, unfortunately. And seems like that this market is not able to still do it. Kevin, no problem. It was my decision. It's completely okay. I think so as well. It looked really good. It was holding, very extended to the downside. And healthcare insurers got good news, but like has a little things to do with the overall healthcare industry. It could not make it. It's completely okay. Market though is still fighting traders here. And because of that, I love Marvel over the high. I like NVDA over the high. I like CVS over 70.05. But we need a decision. Come on, market. Yeah, it still does. I agree, Kevin. And look at Marvel. Marvel is just breaking out now. AMD, it's here. 88 was a call by Scott for a long on AMD. And I think I'm going to go with NVDA over this 105.02 on the NVDA. Let's see if we can make this legendary breakout. If not, that was it. PRTR is not doing too much. Let me just check this SMCI. Google is not going anywhere. Nothing. INTC. Checking RH. Ralph Lauren from the news too. None of them is moving, but the market slowly steadily moving back towards to the highs. Tesla not doing well either. How about AVGO? TQQQ ready to break, guys. Okay, I still like my meta call here. AVGO is not bad either. In the VIP room, Levi was called over 14 and Tesla over 245. SPY triple Q getting close to the highs in the meantime. CVS still looks good. I just don't like the volume on the CVS. It's quite low, my opinion. mRNA, shame on you. And VDA, let's see if we can get another nice scalp here. And don't forget, I still like even Meta. $1 stop loss is going to be 103 under 103.87 on the NVDA. So here comes Meta, here comes NVDA. But I'm still not sure whether this is going to be a breakout. If yeah, it's going to be a very nice winner, in my opinion. Also, again, we need to see the market to break first. How about CVNA? CVS, yeah, 7005, which I'm watching. You know what is my problem, Raspi? It is the volume. Look at the volume. It's so low. It's just decreasing since the beginning of the day. I'm not sure whether there are enough buyers despite of the good news. I don't know. I'm not feeling very well with this CVS at the moment. I know it's a big mover in that it can move like $2 in no time. I like that fact. Also, again, the volume is not the best on that stock. Okay, guys, market so far unfortunately has not picked a direction unless it was a gap up, okay, but since then not too much indeed. If we break out, all of my calls can just work out very nicely. TQQQ on the highs too, JP Morgan getting to the highs. Even SoundHound looks good as well, traders. You know what? I'm going to go with SoundHound again, like the small AI stock for day trade even. And yes, actually, yes, Kevin, we can just get it. I mean the SPY. I'm going to take SoundHound over 827, stop loss under 810. NVIDIA is getting closer. Meta, not really. And actually, even TQQQ can be a long. So SoundHound entry 28 for me, and the stop loss under 810. So we need like an 18, 20 cents to go. I have no trade at the moment, waiting for Meta, NVDA, SoundHound, CVS. A bit afraid of because of the volume. Overall market, it's hovering around the highs. Let's see whether we can make a nice breakout here. If not, that's it. How about Apple? Yeah, TR is not moving too much either. Market. Apple broke though. That's a good sign, but still not enough yet. So Raspi, if you like this CVS, you can try it over 70.05, but maybe with a lower share size because of the overall volume is not the best in my opinion. Okay, NVIDIA has not entered and pulling back. Marvel pulls back. SoundHound a little bit. DVG shorting MSTR in the meantime. Let me just Bitcoin. Yeah, it's under 80K again. He's going to short MSTR here under 279, I think. Tesla, it's trying to make an interesting bottom here, in my opinion. I still see a bit more candles in the or volume bars or higher volume bars on the overall longs. I think, guys, it can be a nice breakout, but let's see. I'm just betting with too many stocks for a breakout. And even Tesla looks really good over 246, 246 indeed. All right, traders, I'm in NVIDIA. Let's see whether we can get a 50 cents at least here and not a false breakout. Overall market trying to make a break. Let's see if we can see that continue. If you get even TQQQ, D King, let's go for a 20 cents here over this 46. And come on, market, help us. So only NVIDIA has entered so far. Here comes SoundHound, no entry yet. SPY breaking the highs. That's great. But we need to push it higher because this is like quite of nothing at the moment. Not enough, I mean. 523 SPY, 441 on the triple Q. Apple just broke out, so we might, yes, anticipator, this is what I was watching, but this just stopped. So what I don't like that the strength is not here. Like it broke, it did break, but it does not continue. Not a good sign. Come on, market, we need a really, really strong push higher. Soundhound has not entered yet, and unfortunately, NVIDIA is coming back. That's not good. So far, the market could not continue. That's not a good news. Don't like it. But it does not mean we cannot continue higher. Also, this NVIDIA doesn't look that good. Soundhound, the meta has not entered yet. And there is the fight on this market, as I see again. Too much fight. I don't like it. Too much fight. Okay, NVIDIA coming back. That's good news. And I must tell you guys, I even like Tesla over 246.50. 246.50 on the Tesla. This 55 is going to be my first entry here. Yeah, DVG is just calling the market for a decision. I agree, but there is still no decision, unfortunately. Even TQQQ broke, but made this 20 cents and that's it. Shoshan, the Soundhound is not in yet for me, and the stop loss is going to be under 8, latest under $8. NVIDIA stop loss under 103.80. Okay, yeah, this market is not the real deal today, guys. It's just moving really slowly, hesitant. I guess everyone is waiting for Trump, maybe. NVIDIA though still holding. That's my only trade at the moment. Tesla has not entered. Soundhound did not enter. And I would like to see on NVIDIA 105.60 for the first partial. That would be great. Apple is breaking higher. That can help or trades here, at least to the long side. Tesla getting closer again. Nice NVIDIA. Go, go, go. Apple is bit helping to the market. SPY is breaking. Okay, Tesla is in traders. On the Tesla, the stop loss is going to be under 244. That means that we need to see a 247 at least for the first, 248, sorry, for the first partial. KO, yeah, every stocks like that. All right, traders, now I need to focus on two partials, NVIDIA in 20 cents and Tesla on 248. And here comes Soundhound as well. On Soundhound, I want to see a 15, 20 cents for the first partial. I'm not going to be greedy today because as you can see, the market is pushing higher, but not that nicely yet indeed. So I think NVIDIA is going to be the first partial here. On the NVIDIA, I'm going to be ready to get 75% out soon. SPY triple Q still pushing a little bit higher. Soundhound is going, but we need a 850.52 for the first partial. All right, traders, $1 more to go for the partial on the Tesla. And as I see, the NVIDIA is hesitating a lot on this 105.50. So I'm not going to push it too hard. If it cannot break it, I'm going to take my partial. I'm afraid of this market of today, I must tell you. You see, it just cannot push it higher, which is unfortunately not a good sign, in my opinion. 25 cents, not too much. Market, yeah, it's just stopped again. Not nice. We need some bulls here. Come on, wake up, do your job. It's not doing that. Okay, guys, here is 30 cents on the NVIDIA, and I do not trust this market. I'm just taking 80% of 39.40. Okay, I'm taking my partial now on the NVIDIA, almost on 50 VR. Very good. I took a partial. Might is going to push now, but I'm feeling better like that now. I don't like this market sentiment too much. On the Tesla, I'm ready to take a partial soon. Highest point 248.86. I just want to see a 247.80 for the first partial, and it's the same. It's going to be a 75% of my share size off in 40 cents. Meta, I've called it already. I did call it already. Kevin, on the Meta 545.70, I've called it 545.70. Traders focus on the Meta or Tesla, sorry, because this is coming next. I'm ready to take a partial soon on the Tesla. And the SPY, I still do not like what it is doing, how it is moving. That's what we have at the moment. If it's going again under 246.70, I'm going to be out with a very small green. I just don't like this sentiment is not pushing enough on this market, in my opinion. Of course, NVIDIA is going to be out under 105, like 104.98 traders. I'm not giving back anything to this market indeed. All right, guys. So if here we are, unfortunately, here we are on the Tesla. I do not trust it too much. I still keep it a bit. Last push, last chance for the Tesla to go higher. If it goes to 60, 246.60 exactly, I'm going to be out, like almost on break even. Soundhound, it's on the entry, so let's see if it can be pushed a bit more. Ah, Tesla, I just don't like you. I just do not like you at the moment. Maybe it's going to make the move. I just don't like this market sentiment. You know what? Break even. It's okay. So no green trade on the Tesla. Very small loser. And VDA is going to be out here. So this was just a scalp. And I still leave Soundhound. Let's see whether it can make a reversal here. Yeah, I cannot feel this bullish sentiment yet on the market, or so this was the right direction to go because it was just before a breakout. I try to manage it wisely. It's not always the best because the market is not helping. The only one which I'm holding is Soundhound, and on the Soundhound I'm going to hold it until 8:10. So Tesla was just quite of a nothing, and VDA small winner again. And let's see whether Soundhound can make the reversal here. Overall market, unfortunately, it's no strength, no momentum, very slow moves. So this is a scalping day, I would say. Strongly a scalping day so far. Coin is going higher. And we still have Meta as well, but I have not entered yet Meta, as I've called it over 540, 45 and 70. Why I did not enter? It was here. Ah, I don't know. Let me just check my working order. It's here. 545.75, and it has not entered. Okay. TQQQ market hesitating a lot at the moment. Not an easy day. Again, I thought it's going to be easier. DVG shorting Tesla under 247. I had no faith in this Tesla. As I've told you, maybe as you can see, it's going to make it. I just did not like the lack of the sentiment, unfortunately. So if you are still holding Tesla, you had more faith in the stock. Here is the partial in point traders. Market again pointing a little bit higher. Volume is not promising, in my opinion, still. How about PLTR? Marvel, it's not doing too much. PLTR. Hmm. So. I have a feeling, traders, if it's going to fail again and we are going to back to the VWAP, we can switch to shorting mode. I mean, on the overall market, I'm watching now, checking now. I'm still holding Soundhound only. If you have anything on the radar, please just let me know. Sound is in a small red, but the market is forming a quite of a small double top, which I don't like for my Soundhound long. I think we are going down. Yes, Kevin, I feel the same, but only if we get back to the VWAP and breaking it. Interesting market so far. I would say quite flat, despite of the fact that we started nice and green. But look at AVGO, look at Meta. It's just in a very, very, very small range. Market moving slower than a snail. Yes, anticipator. I agree. You know what? I think everyone is waiting for Trump again. I don't know why he's talking so late in the day nowadays. It would be easier to get him on the mic, like, in the morning, and that would cause and maybe give a direction for the market. But like that, 7 p.m., come on, 6:45, and the market till then is just, it's not on a deciding mode whether to go higher or lower. Okay, no more calls even in the VIP room. Tesla 245 was a call from Scott to the long side, and now DVG is shorting it under 247, as I mentioned you. Markets are already volatile. Yes, Kevin, you know what? You're right. Just cannot trade like crazy every day, so they need the stocks needs a little rest as well, and maybe this is the resting day, at least until 6:45. Pandemonium. Yeah, anticipator maybe. Okay, guys. So market has not given up yet. Hopefully SoundHound won't either. Arista network, I'm checking ANET. Get back to the VWAP. TQQQ still pushing higher a little bit, but it's just the same as the market indeed. And I'm holding only SoundHound at the moment, nothing else. And SPY is not moving, just going sideways, which is quite of a move, but not a move that we would need to find great trades, right? ARM is strong today, guys. I have not watched this stock, but ARM is quite strong. Yes, level 2, it is. I think lots of traders just maybe, staying on the sidelines, don't know what to do. Might some of them just catch into this bump yesterday and waiting for the end game here, what's going to happen after this bounce. So yeah, not easy. Yeah, Tara, Meta, it's completely. Even NVIDIA moved a bit more than Meta today. No, no trade. It's okay, Leviathan. It's completely okay. Unfortunately, yes, this is the day when might you're going to sit on your hands at least until another trigger from Trump or from any news to let this market decide. And this is sometimes the hardest. Three losers. Oh no, Dor. Sorry to hear that. Shoo. Yeah, that was a really quick scalping day, I would say. Not my favorite though. I'm still in just the sound hound, nothing else. Sound hound is back to the entry at least. Let me just check the news in the meantime, not too much. Nothing interesting even in the news. Trump dumped everything actually. The Bitcoin, it dumped the whole global markets, not just the US market. I think this, if he would not been strongly enough in the history books, he will be with this move for sure. This is going to be called the Trump tariffs crisis, right? So he became a legend, if not even on the best manner at the moment. Amazing. Maybe not with the best memories, right? Especially for the ones who are just sitting on NVDA from, I don't know, or especially in Tesla from $500. Duct tape. Yeah, Dicky. Anything which can help. Anything which can help. Okay, guys. So market is watching the paint dry mode, and unfortunately, it's still just 10:17. That means we still need to go a bit more. To listen to this Trump speech at 6:45 p.m. Wow, it's going to be very late, fortunately. Oh, CVS is moving finally. Raspi, I don't know if at the end you liked it or not, but CVS is moving. Market is breaking out. For the real beers or bears, it it matters if it's a beer or a bear, right? Maybe you're waiting for both. Okay, yeah, the bears are still hiding here, together with the bulls, I would say. But now I see some moves. Maybe another fake news, I don't know, but or Soundhound is in green, traders. My chips are doing great this morning, but E-Trade took change a due date from the 10th of the 7th on my... Oh, really? Ouch, Lee. That's not good. I think we have more downside. Me too, the king. Is if this tariffs situation is not going to be solved through negotiations, which at the moment it's a really low chance for that, then it's going to be really ugly. Real beer too. Okay. All right, guys. Tesla, it's still picking up with the steam a little bit indeed because this seems like as a forced breakout on the market again. Be careful on that. CVNA is stretching higher now. But I must tell you, I just cannot see anything which I would say that, yeah, this is the setup which is with this trend, with this momentum, which I definitely would like to take. At the moment, I just cannot see anything. I'm just still in my sound hound. Listen, this meta can stay because meta is going to enter only if the market decides on an impressive move higher. Also, if I just consider the fact that the SPY at the moment is up already 4% and the triple Q2 actually it's a bit stronger, 4.46%. I don't know how many more to go here, how many cents or how much percentage there. $10 today from yes, I know, Lee. That can be so very annoying. Yes, because at least you know they would wait to deposit to your account in this case or something like that, not to close it immediately. You did not get any prior message from them. Like by test, we are doing the same. You know, if here you cannot deposit, you can upgrade. By the way, scaling to the between the packages. So if you are buying a student package and you are losing, you are still can upgrade because in this case you will get more chance there to get back from the red. But by a plain brokerage account, they should warn you days before actually. Okay, guys, market completely dead. Small pull or breakout again, but it just stopped immediately. It's not good. Okay, and CVS is working, Raspi. If you took it, well done. No, only the due date on the 10th, which I am back home. Yeah, I see, and would have had time to take care of it. I see. Mm. Sorry to hear that. Yeah, it was very, very volatile market days, and maybe you are not alone with this problem, unfortunately. Okay, traders or somehow not doing too much, unfortunately. It's just making a small consolidation here, and I really hope it's going to break higher, not lower. Market is the same. You are in X, Larissa, checking. It was called by Nitsan. The beginning of the day, nice reversal, well done. That's a good one. SMCI looks good. Nice reversal around 45, watch out, but might still can stretch a bit more, especially if now the market is going higher. SMCI checking, even the NVIDIA is stretching higher. Tesla, I should have got the faith here. I did not have it, unfortunately. SMCI looks good, especially over this neckline, 35.27. Dicking. If it's breaking it higher, might it can be a good one. Let me just check it and follow it. Also, the market is still breaking a little bit higher, making a consolidation. Breaking, consolidation. Not the best. Ugly. Amazon below the VWAP, checking. Amazon will, yeah, it can be, especially the overall market is going to roll over. That's definitely can be a short under the VWAP, which is around 182.60, 50. Meta is completely glued to the VWAP. It's not even moving from the V. Now it started to move a little bit. SPY triple Q still consolidating, making a bit move higher, just like our Soundhound, by the way. Triple Q looking better now, but still not enough sentiment or strength here, unfortunately. Yes, Deaking, the whole market is like that, very slow grinding up. Nice stocks in the red in all of S&P 500. Yeah, that's amazing, right? And yesterday we could not find any green ones almost. I mean, not yesterday, but the day before, especially Friday, Thursday. It was crazy. Cannot see any big news so far, indeed. We have something though. Trump had a great call with South Korea. Says China wants to make a deal. What? With who? With him or South Korea? Huh. Be careful, guys. Maybe news are cooking here. News is cooking here. Something. It's. I don't know. Trump claims China wants to make a deal but has not reached out. Hmm. As his deadline for steep new tariffs draws near, but adds that Beijing has not yet reached out to the United States. Well, you know what? Actually, if a big news like that would just hit the market, that China is ready to talk about tariffs, that would high rocket the market, like really to the moon and never back. But I must tell you, I don't think so. It's a high chance for that. What do you think, guys? Yeah, thinking. Meta is just going sideways. Barcoding, Jim. Yeah. Now let's see. What do you think? This is what Trump just told now. He thinks China wants to make a deal. I think that China is going to come to the table with a good deal for Trump. Lee, well, on one side, I would say yes, indeed. On the other hand, well, I would say yes because you know exactly that China, it's about trade, the trade, not day trading, but you know, like for them, what matters it's trade. And if there is a trade war, it's going to, they know exactly that on the long run, it's going to hurt everyone and even them the best. Because if Europe is going to get in a problem and 180 countries, let's just call it like that, they're going to lose big on the long run. So because of that, I think so. Might. So let's see, 75% of you think it's going to be a negotiation phase on the tariffs. So far, looks like yes, because the market is going higher. And I'm still holding my sound count in the meantime, traders. Ah, Besson just told again. China is playing with losing hand in tariff standoff. U.S. Treasury Secretary Scott Bessent says China is playing with a losing hand in the escalating tariff back and forth between the two countries. Hmm. BTU checking. Yes, Lee, there is such a big trade deficit on autos and other big ticket items that China would be the biggest loser. Yes, Lee. On the long run, definitely. But now they need to, you know, show their strengths as well with this. No, we are not going to sit down type of thing. Even they just get some more tariffs. Okay, BTU. BTU, it's a very slow mover, in my opinion. Nitsan looks interesting because it's a slower or a lower price stock. It's a small cap. So might this can move a little bit more here. I like the daily, especially maybe for swing trade. Indeed, you can try just for a scalp. Leviathan can be tough. An Asian alliance would great blow to US markets. Yeah. That's for sure. We will see that, guys. I think it's just a matter of days because, as I've told you, the tariffs deadline is getting very, very close now. All right, traders. However, I'm going to watch here the market. If we are going to break this consolidation lower, I'm going to be out from my sound hunt. I don't want to lose on it. Elon Musk again. Think we could still see more bottom and later on each Trump country agreement will could be. Tara, I must tell you, I was just thinking on that kind of a move for the future that might we won't have this good old higher highs, higher lows, but a lot of volatility and crazy moves all over until this tariffs things are looming and negotiation are going on. And this is what I thought exactly, that might we are not going to have this usual higher high, higher low kind of a move, but really, really crazy volatile moves on the daily chart as well. So yeah, I must tell you, I agree with that. It can be a possible near future move for the overall market. Guys, unfortunately, Soundhound is coming down with the overall market, so definitely I'm not going to let it go back under 8 and 10, but I'm going to be out under the VWAP, which is 816. Okay, 816. That means I'm going to lose only 12 cents, not 20 on the Soundhound. Still going to stay in a small green, but seems like that the overall market is just pulling back a little bit. Let's see. Thank you for your participation in the question. And yes, seems like that might there is a chance. Even it sounds like a lower chance at the moment, but hopefully negotiations are going to kick off. All right, traders, so far market is moving lower. I'm going to be out 816 on the Soundhound long and might, if again, if the market is going to make a move under the Viva, but only in that case, I'm going to watch some shorts here indeed. Meta, I'm just canceling my Meta. I'm not going to take it for sure now. I have only, anyway, 30 minutes left, so cancel Meta. I'm going to take it to the long side. Apple still holding to the highs, but if it's breaking 189 here too, can just push back lower. My sound hunt so far survived, just checking into the VWAP as I seen on 818. And overall market is still consolidating. Yes, Diking, you are right. You are right. Okay, guys, crazy moves on the market. Be careful. I mean, not crazy because it's not moving up and down. It's just, it seems like it's breaking down and then it suddenly just stops. So until we are over the VWAP, I think it's quite of bullish, sort of. But if we break the VWAP in the market, we can focus on some shorts or pullbacks. Soundhound is still here too. Marvel slowly, steadily gets back to the highs. BTU is moving higher, Nitsan, if you took it. Let's see how it's going to behave around 12. Tesla is making a new high here. Or SoundHound, it's just got back to the entry. I really want to see a break over 830 now. You did? Nice, okay. Let's see whether it can break the 12. So much extended to the downside as well as so many other lower price stocks indeed. How about PLTR? Apple I see it's still holding. Meta is just, let's forget about Meta, in my opinion. PLTR made the move over 85, so that was a nice call. Come on, SoundHound. Make a 20 cents. Tesla, interesting volume bar on the Tesla traders, heading to 250 now. I'm out of the Tesla already, as I've told you. If you're still holding it, let's see whether it can make the move over 250. Only thing which I'm holding is SoundHound, and I did cancel my Meta call because, as you can see, this market is just unable to make a decision, unfortunately. Phew, guys, that's a very, very slow market. Unbelievable. DVG is still on MSTR, by the way. No market, make or break. DVG watching Amazon as well. Guys, if you have anything on the radar, please just let me know. Okay, TQQQ coming again. Let's see. Be careful with this BTU. It's coming back, Nitsan. You want to take it under 46, like the run number. Yes, but be careful. Maybe half share size there and adding under 45.77, because as you can see, as soon as the market starting to pull back, it's just stopping, and it's quite of annoying, in my opinion. So it's still not a clear thing for me whether we are going to turn down. Okay, be careful on that, please. Also, I see what you mean, and I agree that this could be a great one. So Fado or Soundhound is again on the quiet of the nowhere. Oh, come on, market. Okay, guys. And the last question for today from me, at least in a poll, how is your day so far? How is your trading day? Green, red, or might you have not traded? No trades, which is not a big surprise, would not be a big surprise for me, as this was not the easiest day so far. Everyone seems like it's on the sidelines. And my sound is just not moving. I don't know what we should do with that. I'm not doing too much against us, but still not the best, fortunately. Hmm. Okay. Ollie, yeah, I'm sorry to hear that. So let's see, 67 in the green, 8 in the red, and no trades 25%. Nice discipline by the ones who did not trade because of no clarity on this market. Really nice discipline. Yes, this is what matters. But really sorry for you on this trade, what they did with you. And now everything is back. But maybe you know what, at the end of the day, everything is going to go down again. We just don't know what's going to happen now again. Ah, what a day. And now it's just a take a break day at the moment. Okay. SPY again seems like it's just going to break down in a sec, and look at that. At the last moment, it's just pulled back. Okay, it's 24 now. Has not taken any trade. Let's see. Ah, now you're getting close. Maybe you're right, Kevin. Thank you for voting, traders. So 56% of you are in green, 22% no trades, and 22% for red. If you doze off right now, you miss nothing. Yeah, I know the king. But now seems like this market is moving again. Also, I don't like my sound count now. 16, I'm going to be out. 440. If triple Q is not going to be held by 440 or the SPY by this 520, then my stick you can play out nicely to the downside. So be careful, because so far, as you can see, this market is just not doing too much at all. Yes, Leviathan, and NVIDIA is under the VWAP now, so that's starting to be more interesting. PLTR just checked into the VWAP. This is starting to be more nasty, guys. Be careful. If we really break down this VWAP here, 440 triple Q 521 50s by the SPY. My sound hound barely survived. Yeah, no, Leviathan. After this time, we are sitting here almost 1.5 hours, and it's literally not moving. I would say it needs a really big push, like a Trump kind of a push. Let's see if we will get it today. Maybe not until 4 p.m. Let's see. And actually, maybe a FOMC member speaker can help at 2 p.m. Who is going to speak today? Let me just check it again. I forgot the name. So Ace of April, Dali. Yeah, might is going to move the market. 2 p.m. Dali speaks. And so far, the VWAP, it's just stopped the price. Maybe not for too long. Let me just check this TQQQ 40. Yeah, you see, because the VWAP on the TQQQ is 45.89. So I would say we should see that to break it through. Yes, Raspi, I give the chance here, but I have to close it under 816, which is the VWAP just held it 2 times already. Also, if the market is going to break down now, I don't think so. It's going to survive, unfortunately. I like the daily, I like the whole sentiment, but the market does not help. All I've seen is the Trump dump. Not sure the memory of Trump push is relevant anymore. Yeah, that's for sure. Yeah, it's just overshadowed a lot, right? Like we have seen such a big moves to the upside several times, but this big drop, we have not seen it too many times during the history. So yeah, it's definitely overshadowing the Trump pump or push. Scott is still holding his AMD trade, by the way. Which one? BAC? Yeah, the financial stocks were not bad either today. Oh yeah. Looks like it's just breaking down now. All right, traders, unfortunately, it seems like this VWAP might, it's not going to hold. This is good for the TQQQ short, Kevin, but not for my Soundhound long. Unfortunately, if it's going to get out, I'm going to end the day in a very small green, but at least green. After this day, I'm happy to see a green on my account. 440, it's breaking on the triple Q. I'm still holding sound. Let's see if it's going to get to this 816. Nice on TQQQ. If it's breaking the 0.80, that can be a good one. Can be a good one, in my opinion. Remember the Fukushima explosion. Hmm. All right, traders. Unfortunately, my Santan did not survive. So small green at the end of the day. That made an insane market drop. Leviathan, really? Wow. I remember on 2008, actually, where no one believed first that it's not good or something is not good, and suddenly it was a big panic in August, September. That was crazy. Okay, guys, so seems like market might is giving up. If you are still holding Soundhound, hard stop loss to 815. TQQQ slowly. I don't know whether, Kevin, you made a partial already or not yet, but this is getting to a 30 cents, which can be a good one as a partialing point there. Market stopped again, of course, but Tesla pushing lower as I see. PLTR, though, it made a nice rejection on the VWAP. Doesn't mean too much, though. Okay. Market now it's fighting with the VWAP, on the VWAP, for the VWAP to hold a little bit more. If not, maybe it's over. And here comes the reversal again. Who knows, right? Guys, market is in super duper slow motion today. So please, if you are going to stay trading, keep it in mind that this is rather just a scalping market, which I've done it today mostly. Also, the SPY stretching more to the downside under this 520 as I see. That means that your Kevin, your TQQQ can just make a nice move, especially around 45.18. I would be careful. There is the 100 EMA and close to the low of the day. But so far, the SPY started to stretch a bit more to the downside. So if you are going to stay trading, be aware of the fact that FOMC member Dan is going to speak at 2 p.m. and the fact that we have a slow market. Might is not going to stay like that, but highly likely might will because of everyone is waiting for the Trump news. Unless some Trump news are not going to get out before the speech, which is possible. So keep your eyes, ears open if you're listening to the news and have a beautiful green day at the end. I'm just going to call it as a day here as it is. Small green for me, trying to scalp it with some success and not that successful, especially on this Soundhound, unfortunately. However, I really enjoy trading with you traders. Please don't forget to check out our website for great funded account programs and challenges. If you are interested in that, I'm more than happy even to talk about this with you if you require that. And here is my email address as well. Thank you, Tara. No, today it was not easy, but we had fun. So, and let's see whether Trump is going to get it easier for us today. After the market closed 6:45, he's going to speak, and my tomorrow is going to be a completely different picture on the market. Let's see what's going to happen. So stay tuned, traders, and I'm going to see everyone tomorrow at 9 a.m. as usual. If you like the stream, please do not forget to give a thumbs up for us. Very much appreciated. Thanks a lot, guys. Stay safe and see you tomorrow. Bye, everyone.